If you haven't seen it already, please check out our first video about complete Sonic fan games. We featured 10 of them and that still didn't scratch the surface. That's why in this video we're going to highlight another 5 for you to check out, and once again prove that against popular belief, quite a lot of Sonic fan games do actually get finished. First up we have Sonic FGX. Sonic FGX is very much a 2D take on the modern Sonic formula, with a heavy focus on the Advance series in particular. It's a much faster, flashier game than traditional Sonic titles, with a larger focus on modern elements like the homing attack, boost pads, grinding, boost rings, and the Sonic Advance 2 style barrier break for maintaining a top speed. It's certainly a very accomplished title with decent stage design that makes use of all the extra abilities, but the game draws an awful lot of its artwork from the Sonic Advance series and therefore doesn't look very original. If you don't mind playing something that looks a little familiar, then it's still a decent game, and the wide selection of characters means there's even more abilities to mess around with. Sonic Axiom is a fan game that is very much inspired by classic Sonic titles, and it often feels like a continuation of the busy Sonic CD style level design. Stages are extremely well designed and offer a lot to see and do, and the clever melding of artwork with different stages along with some custom work makes it feel like its own beast. The special stages are a real highlight, taking the structure of the Sonic Chaos special stages where you need to collect enough rings and reach the top of the stage to clear it. There's some minor issues with the custom animation looking like it could use a few more frames to make it move a little smoother, but other than that this is an extensive and well designed game that will definitely reward fans of the classic 16-bit Sonic titles. Sonic Island is another title heavily rooted in Sonic's past, but this one feels like it cribs a little too much from Sonic Mania's design spec. The stages often feel a little too focused on going fast with not enough platforming or enemies to offer any real challenge. The artwork for the stages is often drawn directly from existing stages as well, and it makes the whole thing feel a bit too much like a Sonic Mania mod instead of an original title in its own right. There's certainly a lot of content here and it has to be commended for being an extensive and complete fan game, but when long stretches of the stages are this uninteresting, it's a bit difficult to be enthusiastic about. Sonic Beyond the Speed is similar to Sonic FGX in that it is very much inspired by modern Sonic level design and structure, offering the player a whole host of abilities to use in stages made to be absolutely blitzed through. However, it's a more successful take on the idea, and it's more inspired by Sonic Generations with its white space style map and the greatest hits selection of stages. There's a considerably larger amount of custom artwork as well, making it feel a lot more like its own thing. My only real complaint is that the jumping feels a little sticky, and I often found myself falling off platforms a lot, even though I was definitely pressing the jump button. Otherwise, this is a very successful attempt at bringing the high-speed thrills of modern Sonic into a 2D setting. Finally, we have Sunky the Game. This 3-part adventure feels a lot like a Newgrounds Flash animation, and that's not a criticism. The artwork and animation is lovely and fluid with big expressive characters and lots of comedy. It's not a particularly challenging game and your input is often extremely limited, but it's just too charming to really dislike. My favourite part is definitely the stage that soundtrack to Toot Toot Sonic Warrior, complete with nonsense misheard lyrics that show at the bottom of the screen via subtitles. It's definitely the most unique fan game in the selection we're looking at in this video.
What do you mean? Give me change, going home. Side zone, check out it. Live alone, leather legs, get in place. What do you get there? Back there. Zoom, room, cosmic zoom. Let's up, Jay. Sonic boom. Sonic Warrior, to Sonic Warrior.
You always need a thing, got the power to save the day.
Take a little chance, slip on through. We got smart, no matter what you do.
So there you go, 5 more complete Sonic fan games to check out. Download links for every game can be found in the video description, and we hope to return with another selection of complete Sonic fan games soon.